Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Fatimah Maharani from 12 Mia 2. I will explain about this matter, and in this matter have three chapter. Chapter 1 is It's Garbage in, Art's World Out. News is the information about recent and important events. It is the information report in a newspaper or news magazine. It is a program devoted to current events, often using interviews and commentary. Information in news text is message received and understood. It is a collection of facts from which conclusion may be drawn. News item. Number 1 is definition. News item is text which used to inform readers, listeners, or viewers about events of the day which are newsworthy or important. We often find it in a newspaper or internet. The passage of a news item often tells the readers about great, important, interesting, tragic, entertaining, or fresh incident or events that all people should know about. Number 2, purpose. The purpose of a news item to inform readers about events of the day which are considered newsworthy or important. Number 3, generic structure. Here are the generic structure of news item. A. Newsworthy event. Recount the event in summary form. B. Background event. Elaborate what happened to whom and in what circumstance. Number C. Source comments by participant witness to an auditory expert on the event. 4. Language feature. The language feature of news item are as follow. A. Short, telegraphy, informative, and information captured in the headline. B. Using adverbs of time, place, and manner. C. Use material potages to retell the event. D. Use projecting verbal process in such text. Ciri kebahasa news item text. Di setiap teks bahasa Inggris yang berjenis news item text, terdapat ciri-ciri kebahasaan seperti berikut ini. Informasi singkat tertuang dalam headline, memfokuskan pada kejadian, menggunakan action verb, menggunakan material proses. Contoh news item dan strukturnya. Di bawah ini, penulisan sertakan contoh news item untuk menambah pemahaman Anda mengenai penjelasan news item teks di atas. 7 killed in accident on Jalan Sultan. Newsworthy event. 7 people were killed in a collision between a bus, a car, and a truck at 10:35 p.m. on Jalan Sultan last night. Background event. The deaths were all passengers in the car. Police believe the car may have been trying to overtake the bus when it was struck by a truck coming from the opposite direction. The driver of the car may not have been using his light. As the truck driver said, he did not see the car approaching. Source. The police said the car should not have been trying to pass the bus. Signs overtaking is not allowed on Jalan Sultan. In addition, the police report that the car, a small Japanese car, should not have been carrying more than 5 people. The names of the victim are not yet known. Contoh news item text 2. Berikut ini contoh news item text dari berita terbaru gempa susulan di Nepal. Earthquake aftershock hits Nepal and India, magnitude 6.7. A strong earthquake aftershock struck India and Nepal on Sunday, shaking buildings in New Delhi and triggering an avalanche in the Himalaya. The United States Geological Survey said the tremor was 6.7 magnitude, less than 7.9 quake that struck the region on Saturday, killing at least 109,000 people. Another one, we have an aftershock right now. Indian mountaineer Arjun Vajpayee told Reuters by telephone from base camp on Mount Makalu, 20 kilometers, 12 miles from Everest. Scream and the sound of avalanche could be heard over the phone line Vajpayee was speaking on. At Everest base camp, Romanian climber Alex Gavan tweeted that the aftershock had set off 3 avalanches. Chapter 2: How to make produce text of receipt. 1. Definition. Produce text is designed to describe how something is achieved through a sequence of action or step. It explains how people perform different processes in a sequence of steps, while receipt is a set of direction with a list of ingredients for making foods or drink chronologically. Number 2. Generic structure of produce text. Here are generic structure of produce text about receipt as follow. A. Goal. It contains the purpose of the text. For example, how to make rujak buah. B. Material or ingredient. It contains of the material that used in the process. C. Step. It contains the step to make food or drink in the goal. Number 3. Purpose of produce text. The purpose of a produce is to tell the reader how to do or to make something food or drink chronologically. Number 4. Language feature of produce text. In the produce text, we use A. Simple present tense. B. Imperative. For example, mix, green, and others. Number C. Action verbs. For example, pour, serve. D. Connective. For example, first, then, after that, finally, and the last. E. Adverbial phrases. For example, for several minutes, a half hour, etc. Ciri-ciri produce text. Yang pertama, biasanya menggunakan simple present tense dengan rumus as plus verb 1. Yang kedua, berbentuk imperatif atau bentuk perintah. Yang ketiga, menggunakan action verbs, contoh make, take, boil, cook. Yang keempat, menggunakan temporal conjunction, contoh first, then, next, after that, last. Yang kelima, menggunakan conjunction, kata penghubung untuk mengurutkan kegiatan, misalnya then, while, dan lain sebagainya. Yang keenam, menggunakan adverbs, kata keterangan untuk menyatakan rinci waktu, tempat, cara yang akurat, misalnya for 5 minutes, 2 hour, dan lain sebagainya. Yang terakhir, menggunakan adverbs, kata keterangan, untuk menyatakan tahapan atau urutan, misalkan the first, the second, the third, the last, dan lain sebagainya. Jenis-jenis produce text. Produce text dalam bahasa Inggris mempunyai beberapa jenis. Berikut ini ada 3 jenis produce text yang harus kita ketahui. Yang pertama itu produce text yang menjelaskan bagaimana sesuatu bekerja atau bagaimana menggunakan instruksi atau operasi manual, misalnya how to use computer, how to record video, how to use Polaroid camera. Number 2, produce text yang menginstruksikan bagaimana melakukan aktivitas tertentu, misalnya how to make a noodle, how to dance, how to play basketball. Yang terakhir, produce text yang berhubungan dengan perilaku manusia, misalnya how to success, how to live happily, how to be a good person. Contoh produce text. Ini ada contoh produce text. Yang pertama itu how to make ice cream. Paling pertama yang perlu kita perhatikan adalah materialsnya. Materialsnya ada 2 cups milk or cream, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, several cups of ice, 1 cup salt. You need these supplies to make ice cream top or large coffee can to hold salt and ice glass bowl or small coffee can electric mix or whisk, ice cream scoop, storage container for freeze. Yang perlu kita perhatikan berikutnya adalah langkah-langkahnya. First, setting up the cooling apparatus. Stir ice and salt in the large container, then combine the ingredients. Mix together the milk, sugar, and vanilla in the glass bowl. Then set this bowl in the tube filled with ice and rock salt, making sure that the salt water does not spill into the bowl. Next, mix the ice cream. Mix the ingredient in the small container vigorously, the salty ice mixture will cool the mixture down until it turns into ice cream. It should take about 10 to 15 minutes to stir the ice cream using either method. Stir until it is free from ice crystal and is the right consistency. Last, storage and serving ice cream is ready. Di sini juga ada contoh untuk membuat strawberry cake. Tapi kita langkah lihat contohnya. Yang terakhir adalah ada chapter 3, do it carefully. Produce text of tips. Text of tips is include a produce text. It is a piece of advice or expert or authoritative information. It is a piece of advantage or confidential information given by one thought to have access to special or inside source. Tips or something called tip of the day provide daily on how to use something effectively and efficiently or how to maintain something properly. It tells the secret ways, the strategy or the effective technique. There are many kind of tips that we can find them in many sources such as a book, magazine, journal, or internet. Ciri-ciri produce text. Ciri-cirinya yang pertama menggunakan simple present, kedua menggunakan imperative sentence yang merupakan bentuk kalimat untuk memberi perintah seperti don't mix, turn on, cut into slice, dan lain sebagainya. Yang ketiga menggunakan connective of sequence, then while, next, dan lain-lain sebagainya. Yang keempat menggunakan numbering seperti first, second, third, dan lain sebagainya. Yang kelima menggunakan action verb, contohnya turn, plug, put, dan lain sebagainya. Yang terakhir menggunakan adverb, contohnya slowly, carefully, dan lain sebagainya. Tips, produce text which make life easier. This kind of produce is not really followed as a sequence. One step sometimes does not affect to another. Example 1, how to lose fat in a fast way. Number 2, how to avoid acne. Number 3, how to manage stress. Contoh produce text, how to use rice cooker. How to use rice cooker, you need first rice cooker, direction. Add the rice to the rice cooker pot, write the direction on the rice page, and the measure rice according to this instruction. Use a regular measuring cup for this step. Some rice cookers sometimes come with non-standard measuring device. Add the amount of water specific on the rice package. Be careful not to fill the cooker beyond the overboil line. Put the rice cooker into the cooker unit and cover the pot with the lid. Most cookers come with a tight fitting lid, but if your lid is too loose, consider adding a layer of aluminum foil. Plug in the cooker and push the button to start cooking rice. If your cooker has a timer, you may choose to have the rice cook at a later point in the day. Some higher-end units include a warmer, which will help the rice still warm. After it has finished cooking, while the rice is cooking, refrain from lifting the lid to check on it. When the rice is done, the cooker will beep or make a clicking sound. Contoh produce text tentang alat elektronik yaitu produce text how to operate camera. How to use camera. You need a digital camera, DSLR camera or pocket camera or the other camera that you have. The object. Find something that interesting to you like animal, building, or the others. If you want to use a camera, you have to find the object. Like you like the object like sunset or sunrise. You have to that's the object that you have to find. Step. First, handle the camera and turn on it. Number 2, center the object in the LCD and manage the zoom control until you get the best view. Number 3, when you are ready to take the picture, hold the shutter speed and various other calculation. Number 5, then a light should appear that let you know that camera is set to go. Number 5, the last. After that, press shutter all the way down. Yeah, that's the end of the explain about this chapter. In this chapter we have 3, and yeah, I'm done with explain the chapter 3. Thank you so much for makasih banyak udah nonton ini. Maaf bila ada salah-salah kata, mohon dimaafkan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.